Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Expanse. Today we're watching Season 3, Episode 9, Intransigence. I can read. So last time stuff went down, we had an exploding ship, we had a video of Holden claiming the OPA exploded the ship, which then caused everyone to shoot the Rossi, and they had to go through the ring. I really don't know what's gonna happen on the other side of the ring or whatever, because it looked like they were frozen in place there. So I don't quite know what to expect, but I'm very excited to find out what's gonna happen. And then back in base, and then with everyone else, there's tensions. Tensions are very high at the moment. I'm very eager to get in and see what's actually happening. So I think I'm going to just start the episode and watch it and see what happens, because I want to know what's going on.
You know we had to do it. If we hadn't, the Innes would have...
If you've killed them...
Paid me later. Work now.
I mean, yeah, like, the Belters really have no other choice.
Sorry.
They are Naomi's
if I
friends.
killed them, I'm
that
sorry.
Sucks if they are dead, but Kamina really had no other choice, because they had to make a statement against... Oh, that's interesting. So, the blue stuff is like the space on the other side, like what space is like?
This reminds me of Eros. That's a confident thought.
Is that all proto-molecule? The blue cloud thing?
Maybe he isn't exactly Miller.
What is...
Okay, this is a great conversation for us to have once we're out of here, all right?
We're still locked out of combat.
I got nothing. That is our first priority. We have to make sure that...
How many of these drones has Amos destroyed by now?
Machine shop.
He didn't do anything.
I'm sorry.
He kind
I'm
of
sorry,
did
I
do
didn't
something.
know. It was just supposed to be a back door so we could get nav and comm logs,
okay.
background information, stuff you might not tell us.
Looks like a probe.
Right. So they're on the other side of the ring now, I'm pretty sure. So the like circular ring on our side of the ring, it looked kind of that blue color, but on this side, the world or space or whatever is that blue color, and the ring is stars on the other side.
We need our comms online.
Yeah, that's probably
To talk to that ship.
a good thing to prioritize right now.
I don't know what I did.
So someone's
See if
been
I can get some
using him?
inside info.
Someone like gave him the thing to put in to replace the thingy.
Talk to me.
Is Miller gonna come now that they're through the portal though? He got them where he wanted them to be, right?
Time and a half, I'll do. Triple time. Someone's gonna die.
See that too? I'm taking my ass to Titan.
It'd be just like her to ditch your own party.
We're getting a flashback now? What's going on here?
I'll find them.
We're not going to humiliate this family.
Is not
Oh,
You both do this later,
I'm
please.
not going to allow any daughter of mine
That's-
to go whoring around the belt.
Is
it-
that what you think
that's-
I am?
I don't know what you are.
Please?
is that Julie? I forgot what Julie looked like.
Racing team. Tonight.
So that's Julie's sister then who sabotaged
Everything
the
you
ship?
do is corrupt. I could take over for her.
Don't be absurd.
overlooked sister?
Alright. I'll take it from here.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you this once, and then I'm gonna kill her.
Answer me!
That was more than one ask there, Amos.
How fast was it going when it got stopped?
Just over 18,000 kph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have a speed limit.
That's good to know.
And that
Oh, going out of the bubble? Ooh.
something happened to it, like
Got disintegrated?
Blinked out of existence.
Okay, that's fun.
Well, we should probably keep away from
Yeah,
the edges
yeah.
then.
We're learning all kinds of useful information.
We strongly advise against anyone going through the ring until we have fully assessed the situation.
That's gonna cause the Belters to go through the ring because no Inner's gonna tell them what to do, right?
The MCRM poked their head back out to tell us all that they get to arrest Holden and we should just sit on our hands while they do it.
Why did you leave them?
I outgrew the way you outgrew your ship. But then something happens, doesn't it? Makes us forget. Remember only the good times? You left your old crew for a reason.
I left the OPA long before I left the Roci.
And fair enough.
That was interesting. That was a good conversation. That whole idea of nostalgia and yeah, like you move on for a reason and you grow past needing a particular group of people or place or whatever.
Hey. No Miller.
Fair enough. Not working out how you want it to, huh, Holden?
To fix it. I checked.
How's this gonna help?
Well, I was thinking, since the comms are down, the only way to communicate is in person. Mars isn't looking to arrest them for stealing a ship, so...
You too. Put your lid on.
the man's blind.
Time to go.
Well, he didn't kill her.
Hey, wait!
He was threatening to kill
Make
her.
sure you tell them we didn't blow up the Sangyun.
I don't know if I trust them to do that, but... we don't have many other options at the moment. I do think it's significant that Amos didn't kill her like he threatened to.
It's the first miracle that's happened in my lifetime. It's the only miracle that's happened in my lifetime. If I said I felt called, that would be pushing it. It would. You want to indulge in a selfish desire to be a part of something amazing. Yeah.
I do like we're seeing a little bit more of Anna and like who she is, and flaws in her character as well, because, you know, it's a selfish desire, and her family has made it clear that she's kind of needed back home, so it would make sense for her to go back. But we're kind of, yeah, we're getting more of a fuller idea of who she is.
She has some real potential. With a little mentoring, she could be an outstanding technician worth investing in.
Yeah.
Our father is a damaged man. You're never gonna be good enough for him.
Seeing some more, I guess getting a more rounded view of Julie as well, but through a biased perspective. Clearly something got through to this girl, because she is not, she's like, is using a different name and is not with her father anymore.
Nothing. Couldn't shut Miller up before, now he's just gone.
Because you're through,
Maybe going through
you
the
did
ring
what
program,
he
I don't know.
wanted you to
None of
do.
you guys.
Or it.
Weapons and comms are fucked.
We can't talk to anyone, and we can't shoot our way out.
Fun.
Our only hope is that Monica and Cohen put in a good word for us. I wouldn't really count.
Alex thinks I was too hard on them.
Surrender.
Yeah, not much
Slow
else we
down.
can do.
Let them board us.
Looks like there's protomolecule like inside it. Inside the ring. That's kind of powering it and keeping it all together.
We are the belt! We are strong! We are sharp! And we don't feel fear! This moment belongs to us! For Battle Order! Battle Order!
big ship.
Lock me up on Titan. I'm not going through that thing.
I have family.
Yeah, so do you. So do you, Anna.
Growing up without a father. And blood. At the foot of a false idol.
I
I
respect
was wrong
this guy.
before. God is not with us out here.
I feel like for Christian characters, these guys are leaving God out of their decision making quite a lot.
With the transmission delay, you won't get this message until I've already done it.
Convenient for you, isn't it?
I won't hear your voice. What made you decide to stay?
Flashback.
She refuses to be stopped, even by me. What do you do?
Oof. Clearly
Plan
showing
parties.
some favoritism there, Mr. Mao.
Oh well. Are you alright?
So she's trying to prove herself to her father.
I stayed for the hazard.
So the maintenance crew get to choose, but the Marines don't, judging by that earlier scene.
But I can destroy the man who brought you low.
Ah, she's going on a revenge mission.
Julie never could and never would do for you.
Still trying to prove herself to her father. Still, so many questions about what the ring portal thing is and where it's leading and everything, but I am content to wait until that is revealed.
I didn't understand what I was leaving. I was being nostalgic.
Don't go too fast out there.
So Naomi is heading back to the crew. I've appreciated this wee arc she's had. I imagine it would have been more fleshed out in the book. But it's been a cool wee arc and a little using her as a perspective character for the Belter
What are you slowing down
stuff.
for? You were doing fine.
There he is.
Where the hell have you been?
You want to talk about the non-local quantum hologram? The phase conjugate adaptive waves resonating in microtubules in the brain, which of course require some close time-like curves and a Lorentzian manifold. You catch up. I'll wait.
Those were words. Yeah, crime scene.
Go. Come on, do this.
So some kind of mental hologram thing, which is what I suspected from the beginning.
Rocinante,
Can they pick up
it's
signals?
Naomi. I'm coming home.
Yes, she is.
Rosie, do you copy?
They do not. They're having
Guys.
the time. What's he doing? It's a planet. Is it a planet made out of protomolecule? Oh, do the others know you're doing this, Holden? Or did you just decide to go for a walk? Please tell me you told the others. Please. Well, I can see why some people were saying that the season has jammed in one book into a whole season, half season, and as such had to rush a few things. Because I think Naomi's arc has been a bit rushed, where, you know, it feels very soon that she's coming back already. It feels like there could have been a little bit more development of her being torn between the crew, like the Belters and the Rosie. I mean, I feel like they could have done that even if they just... I don't know. I think they did it reasonably well for the time they had, but it did feel a bit odd to have her with the crew and then go back to the Belters for like 3 episodes and then just go back to the Rosie. And, like, you know, we got a lot in there in that, you know, there was a lot of stuff that happened in those 3 episodes. But I think Naomi felt like she didn't do much on the Behemoth, and I would have liked to see a little bit more of her being on the Behemoth and being a vital part of that crew. We got it a little bit, but I think it had to be a bit rushed for time. Which, yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining too much because it'll be good to see her back with the crew. But it was really cool to see an insider perspective of the Belter, and I'm sure we would have seen Belter things anyway with Kamina and the new guy. I forgot his name. But yeah, we would have seen Belter perspective anyway with them. But yeah, so Naomi's heading back to the Rosie. She's gonna join in. Holden just decided to go for a spacewalk. I really am hoping he filled in Alex and Amos about that one, because they're gonna be a bit worried if they can't find him. Why is he going on his own like that? I imagine he's heading towards the nucleus thing that the Miller avatar said, which is the source of the proto-molecule, maybe? So does that mean they're like in another universe or another galaxy or something from where the proto-molecule... Because it was extrasolar, so it came from a different solar system and was on Phoebe for however long. And now they're back. It made a ring leading to this nucleus. But my thought is this portal leading across space, or is it leading across something else? Is it just like making a portal to another, here's the solar system we know, and then over here is where this nucleus is, and it just is a portal across space? Or is it to like a different dimension, or like, I don't know, time? What are they traveling through when they go through the ring? Yeah, so that's my biggest question about that at the moment. I have a lot of questions about the proto-molecule, but I have no real thoughts on them just existing at the moment, and I'm trusting the show to reveal all in time. And we got to know Melba, although I think her true name is something different. Mao, who is Julie's overlooked sister, the least favorite daughter by the looks of those flashbacks we saw. Yeah, it's cool to see some more of her, some more of who she is and what her motivation is and everything. I find stories with children responding in different ways to kind of messed up parenting really fascinating to me. So seeing the different ways that Julie and Melba respond to Jules Pierre Mao and being a kind of not great father is fascinating to me, because Julie responded by lashing out and being rebellious and pushing away from her father, whereas this other girl, Mel, is responding more by trying desperately to prove herself to him, and seeing that kind of different responses and coping and everything is very interesting to me, and is a fun dynamic I am enjoying seeing them explore. Yeah, that like desperation to prove your worth to someone who just isn't interested in seeing worth in you. I'm hoping that she grows out of that and has a character arc and realizes she doesn't need her father's approval, and maybe Anna will help her with that. I'm still not sure what she's doing. She wants revenge on Holden because he arrested Mao, is the impression I got, which would make sense if she sent the message framing Holden. But why? How did she get the power up ability. Is that from Jules Pierre Mao, or is that from somewhere else? Because Mao has been doing a whole lot of experimentation, and he's the one behind the proto-molecule experiments. So is it something to do with that, or something else entirely? And speaking of Anna, we saw some interesting insight into her. Like I said in the reaction itself, I think given that she and the priest guy, was it Hector or Horace or something like that, something started with H, given that these people are Christians, I feel like there was not enough God involved in their decision making, especially for Anna. She's acting in a way that is very self-centered and very self-serving. And don't get me wrong, I love it when, and that, like, this is a good thing, because if you try to portray Christian characters as just good and perfect people, then it's not good representation. Because Christians are not good and perfect people, and, you know, as Christians will be the first to admit this. We struggle with sins and flaws and vices as much as anyone. But the issue I have, which again isn't necessarily an issue, it's a character flaw, is when Christian characters who say that they are Christian and that they see God as the authority and God as an all-powerful authority, the first thing they should be doing when seeing these things is prayer and you know, what is it happening? And I haven't seen Anna pray once, which, like, if I was in space dealing with that, I'd be like non-stop praying and trying to come to terms with it in regards to my faith. So I think in that regard, I'm like, you know, but at the same time, again, it's not necessarily bad writing, because if you do see something like this big thing that is completely shifting your worldview and everything, it can shatter your immediate responses, and your immediate instinctual response to it may not be the best response you should have. I hope this is making sense, what I'm saying. But yeah, it is interesting seeing a more flawed perspective of Anna. And yeah, giving her character flaws and not being a perfect, empathetic human who is, you know, the religious ideal kind of vibe of things. But I would like to see more, like, actual prayer and actual, like, going to scriptures, even just a little bit, you know, because that's what Christians should be doing as a response to events like this. But anyway, that aside, I think, yeah, seeing her stay, she's kind of neglecting the roles that she has as a wife and a mother. But I think the show is aware of this, and is not necessarily painting it as a good thing. And I wonder if there will be an interesting parallel between that and Alex with his family. Yeah. I think that's the main things I wanted to talk about with this episode. We're setting some things up, we're getting some things moving. What is this nucleus? I don't know. I guess we'll find out next week. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. That's I was kind of hoping for by May, but that you guys just shot past that way faster than I expected. So thank you all for that. Stick around, lots of stuff coming, and I'll see you next week for another Expanse video. So you guys head off, grab a drink, get a snack, take a nap, go for a walk, go do something that isn't off YouTube, that isn't on YouTube even, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.